Letitia is up next in Simi Valley, California. Letitia, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
You bet, Letitia. What's up?
So my main question is regarding checking in on an application.
Mm-hmm.
I applied to a corporate job last month, and they don't list any sort of office contact info, no phone numbers, anything like that, obviously no emails. They just have customer service line because they're a consumer corporate business.
Okay. So what's the latest? Give me the timeline.
It's been, so about a month, and I've tried to, search on Google Maps or anything like that. And while I can find their address, they actually don't have any sort of number listed.
Okay. That's interesting. And what was the latest what was the last communication from, explain what happened when you applied.
I usually just apply through the job search websites. I didn't find them through their own corporate website.
Yeah, but did you get corporate email or something that says, congrats for applying, we've received it? I mean, what all has happened?
Right, so it's that usual no reply email address, and they just kind of confirm that the application has been sent and that they'll review it and they'll get back to me if they see I'm a fit.
Yeah, I don't want to pop your bubble here, but it's not a good sign that you haven't heard.
Oh, no, I figured a month went by. This is probably a no-go, but I am coming across this when I do find opportunities at other corporate businesses where a customer service line is the only phone number listed.
Yeah, so you can dig a little bit more, but the whole point. So let me put it this way: can you find another number if you work your relationships and connections where somebody's got? There's got to be somebody who knows somebody over there and can get a real phone number. But what's the point of that?
Mm-hmm.
See, because here's the thing: when you're applying and you don't have a connection in a relationship that's kind of vouching for you, going, let me tell you about Letitia, she's really sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you get a phone number, tell me what's going to happen if you get a real phone number over there. Tell me how you see it playing out.
I mean, I would definitely always love the opportunity to just call, try to reach whoever reviews my application, and just reiterate how much I would be appreciative of the opportunity to get the job, or how much I would look forward to working for them, how I feel I'm a candidate and what I bring to the table.
And I love that about you. So I want you to direct that energy to working your web of connections. It's kind of funny, Joe. I'm going to teach on this today, and it's like both calls are heavily in this area. So Letitia, here's the deal. I love your spunk. I love your spirit. I want to encourage you. But if you got a real phone number and you got the chances of you getting an actual audience with the hiring manager like you just described, where you call and you say, who's the hiring manager for this position? They go, let me look that up for you. Oh, yeah, it's Rebecca Smith. Would you like to talk to her? Yes, as a matter of fact, I would. All right, let me put her through. It's not going to happen that way. The chances of that happening are 1 in a million. Okay? So, because that's why they have the online application system, and that's why they got all the things. I mean, it's just not efficient to do it that way. That's why nobody does it this way. So, I don't want to shatter your thoughts, but I want to redirect that same spunk and go, here's what should happen. As you apply going forward, here's what you're doing. You're going, okay, I've applied for company XYZ. All right? Anybody in my direct network, I'm talking friends and family, really good friends that are coworkers. You know anybody over there? You know anybody over there? Well, I don't know anybody over there personally, but I think my friend does. Oh, great. Would you connect me with your friend? You've got to work those connections to where you go, who can actually not just get me a phone number so that I'm out there trying to pitch myself. That's not why. Who can actually say, you know what, I'll do a Zoom call with you, or I'll do coffee or lunch because you and I have a mutual friend. And my mutual friend says you're a rock star. So yeah, I'm willing to, because of my friend, I'm willing to vouch for you and take your resume in and hand it to the hiring manager and go, hey, through a friend of a friend, and they explain the relationship connection, Letitia has applied already. I'm just kind of pulling her out of the online pile and saying, hey, I hear good things about her. Like, that's how it works. Does that make sense?
Oh, sure. And I actually go on LinkedIn to see if I know somebody, or if there's, somebody who is connected to one of my contacts. Obviously, if I have a personal, then I reach out to that personal. person or connection to see if they can either reach out or if they have a number, you know, if they can check in. So yeah, absolutely. I definitely believe in the proximity simple.
And I know you do. And I know you do, but I'm just saying, don't waste your time or effort.
Sure.
Trying to go about the way you just said. And here's why. It's, you know what it does? It just adds more frustration and negativity to an already, you know, kind of a tough, frustrating process.
Definitely.
And I just want you to put your energy into turning over rocks, you know, or did you ever play the match game when you were a little girl? You know what I'm talking about? Where you had like these, this is essentially the game. Okay. Mm-hmm. I see a giraffe here. All right, let me turn over another one. Oh, that's an elephant head. I got to remember that. And it's that idea of, okay, who do I know here, 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 and here? And if I work it long enough and enthusiastically, eventually something's going to pop. And there's no magical answer as to how long it takes for you versus how long it takes for me. But I just want to encourage you, that's the way to go about it. Because
sure, that sounds good.
Because listen, you're going to get your shot to do the very thing you want to do over the phone anyway. You know what I mean? And and I would tell you this, you're such a spunky person. I'll say this to you. I don't think everybody should do this, but I think if you keep working those connections, you'll find not just a phone number, you'll get their address. You'll find somebody over there who knows the receptionist, and you could show up and deliver a handwritten note to somebody. Put it in there and say, hey, would you put this in their mailbox? I got a little something, but this idea of showing up and, standing in the lobby, that gets creepy for people. So I don't recommend that, but I do think you could go above and beyond, and show up and drop a handwritten note off in their mailbox. I think a receptionist would do that for you, so I think there's some little things like that can make you stand out. So, but stay with it. Don't give up. I love your spunk.